The best build I played in the last few leagues. Upgraded many things, I changed the passive tree and crafted a few new items, but the build still super tonky, and I think this is the best endgame build right now in the game as well. What's up guys, Bridget here. As you can see, the build much better than the last time you see. The damage even higher, the tonkiness is through the roof. We right now are dealing almost 40 million DPS on normal bosses, and this is transitioning on Uber's 11 million, which is insane. We can just melt any Uber boss under seconds. Even Lightning Strike can deal a decent amount of damage on Ubers, but it's kinda low if we comparing to Molten Strike. On Uber Cortex you can see the damage difference. The tonkiness, well, that also increased compared to last time, but it's hard to showcase that. When I can't even find an Uber encounter that is dangerous to us. So just the good old meteor face tanking, Shaper Beam, Slam can be showcased, also Uber Elder, but there is sadly nothing really new. We was super tonky before the upgrades, even with the budget version we was able to handle these encounters, if we're talking about the tonkiness. I can clearly say this is one of the strongest builds that I ever made. It will be hard to overcome this one. Everything is just amazing about this build. It has clear, single target damage and has good recovery, and you can even AFK in a tier 17 map if you want. I think Trickster next league will be gone, or they just nerfing / reworking, because this is just too much. Let's break down the items that we upgraded in the past days. So let's start with the obvious one. We dropped the Ties of Time belt for Mage Blood. Yes, I purchased the Mage Blood for 282 Divine, and then I divined it till I hit the or Magic Utility Flask. And we got almost perfect Dexterity roll as well, so it's a good one. We increased the attributes with the Attributes Catalyst, and because of that we was able to change all of our flasks. So right now I'm using a silver flask with increased effect, increased armor, and using the enchant on it, 70% increased effect, and all of the flasks has this one. So we just needed to roll the increased effect and some sort of useful stats, just like additional elemental resistance, evasion, and avoid being stunned during effect. Luckily, because we have 95% increased effect on this one, so we just only need one single tattoo to get stun immunity in the build. So the next one, I crafted the new ring. Look at this bad boy, look at it. Strength, int, percentage, energy shield, and I crafted flat energy shield as well. Well, that was a little miserable to craft because I was just spamming, you know, int essence on it. Highest tier essence, I hit the strength and maximum energy shield, but also I tried this few times, you know, recombinate a little bit and so on. But honestly guys, just if you want to something like that, just go for it without recombinate or anything. Just literally spam int essence till you hit something like that. And also I tried to slam it because I had an open prefix as well, but just look at this guys, plus 9 evasion rating. I don't even know what the hell is this one, but hey. Next big upgrade is the boots. Yes, so I was able to snipe this item. So the base was 20 KS. I'm not kidding, this was a 20 KS base with fractured movement speed. And I just spammed int essence till I hit something like that, and that's it. And I was able to craft chains to avoid elemental elements, and Ether of Words Implicit, chains to avoid elemental elements, and increase action speed from sealing eggs. So the rare items, that's it, because we still using the helmet, still using the big body armor, and honestly guys, I don't think we will getting a better body armor than this one, because it's a 85 item level and the next one would be 86, and I think that would cost so much more, and I don't think even it's worth. Yes, on the 3. So on the 3 we was needed to change a few things, because you know, before that we was using this one because that was helping us to get flash charges in the build, because we was using Tides of Time. So this is how we was generating flash charges and even increase the flask effect and so on. But with Mage Blood we don't need that one, so I was able to remove that one, and also I leveled that level 99. And you can also see right now, oh sorry, almost level 100, but honestly guys, I don't know if I will push it or not, because I want to move on next build. And yeah, it's kind of boring just leveling up and doing the same things over and over again. Because we reached level 99 and we was able to drop this 3 point, I was able to put another one, another A to I and repeater cluster jewel here, and obviously we was able to move the jewel from here to here, and I got tons of cold resistance tattoo, but I was not needed it. So basically, normal circumstances, my resistance would be kept, but I was still running, you know, Ether of Worlds altars, and Ether of Worlds altar can lower down your cold and lightning resistance. So I was needed to overcap a little bit, you know, to be safe, because I wanted to reach level 100. And yeah, we still using the Watcher Eye with this, you know, suppression and spellblock by affected by discipline. But guys, if you're doing this build, you don't need the spellblock, okay? So do not pay like 60 divine for the jewel, because that's not worth the 8%. So we also finally got elemental ailments immunity through ancestral vision, because I dropped down the replica recklessness defense jewels, because I lowered down my block chance a little bit. You can clearly see we still have 57% attack damage block and 53% spell block chance. So I think this is still enough, by the way, to tonk tier 17 maps without a problem. Do not worry about the jewel lost. And because of that, we was able to put ancestral vision in, so we now basically have fully elemental ailments immunity. Before that we was, you know, shock, chill, freeze immune, but not ignite immune. And also I'm not even talking about brittle and so on, because, you know, Ether of Worlds altar can inflict sabd, you know. So, and also if you're running tier 17 maps, there is another elemental ailments that very, you know, painful when you get on yourself. With this one, we finally was able to get 100% elemental ailments immunity, and also I dropped another jewel for this one, you know, strength. It gives us strength, dexterity, and also int. So this is 18 intelligence and a little bit, you know, energy shield. So this gives us a decent amount of energy shield. So, and also energy shield is damage, so this gives us damage. So this is how min-maxed a little bit the build more. And also I took you know, the suppression mastery here, because every different mastery that we're allocating, it's 3% more damage. So that's basically just 3 damage, and also, you know, it's tonkiness at the same time. And yeah, so okay, I got so many questions about this one. So how are we generating frenzy charges? Well, the first thing is the mark mastery. 10% chance to gain a frenzy charge while you hit your marked enemy, because we're using sniper's mark with Arcanist brand setup, you know, and besides the other two curses, we were getting frenzy charges, okay, with this one. And how are we generating endurance charges? Here, 25% chance to gain an endurance charge when you block. We're blocking very often, so on Uber boss fights, on Ubers and on mapping situation, we have almost every time free endurance charges. That is guaranteeing us, you know, 12% less physical damage taken and also elemental damage taken. So that's basically a free, you know, damage reduction, and this is how we generating this one. And the frenzy charges here. Again, the Pantheons, because many people asked me about this one as well. So I'm using every time Soul of Solaris. It doesn't matter I'm mopping or bossing, I'm using this one because it has the line, take no extra damage from critical strikes if you have taken a critical strike recently. And this is super useful when you just, you know, going in tier 17 maps. You will be crit immune pretty much almost always if the map has, you know, critical strike increase or power charges on the monsters. And also it's pretty safe, you know, on normal maps, because I was running 8 modded, you know, tier 16 maps as well. Sometimes it's raw crit, and you know, you can get very bad modifiers, very bad combinations from the altar and the map modifiers. As I said, I'm using Sur of Rislata when I, you know, witnessing Uber bosses, like, you know, Uber Elder, as you was seeing in the, you know, the showcases. But on normal circumstances, like August Uber Cirrus, Uber Shaper, you know, when you're not witnessing, you're using Soul of Tukohama. and that's it. And by the way, the gems, you know, the gems is not changed at all, so we're still using volatility here, multi-strike, awakened elemental damage with attack support, energy leech, molten strike, and slower projectile. In the gloves, sniper's mark, elemental weakness, arcanist brand, conductivity. In the boots, cast when damage taken, molten shell, blood and sand, and temple shield. Smite here, flame dash, and more duration. And in the helmet, grace, arctic armor, enlighten level 3, steel, discipline, and or movement skill setup, brutality, faster attacks, and leap slam. Well, that was a long journey with this character. Honestly guys, I'm super proud what we reached with this one. I finally was able to purchase a mage blood in a very long time. Last time when I had a mage blood, it was affliction link and it dropped, but this league I farmed it, I you know, worked for it, and I was able finally to use it. And what would be better use than a Trickster, because Trickster is just insane with mage blood, right? Pretty proud. The whole build is just insane. We have tons of damage, recovery, you know, tonkiness, that's the most important. And also, you know, my beard finally has clear speed as well. So this beard is just, I would say, a masterpiece. This version is made by me entirely. So it was a long journey. I had very fun with it, and sad because we will move on to the next build. I wish I could, you know, spend a little bit more time on this one and get a Nimis, because Nimis would be insane. Not even insane, it would be even better than you know, anything. But it's almost 200 divine, and honestly I can spend that 200 divine on the next 4 build, right? So this is it. So this was the Trickster update, the Molten Strike, Lightning Strike, Trickster. And if you have any question about this build, you can ask me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/pj2, or just make a comment under this video. And also I would like to say thank you for my Patreons for supporting me. Thanks again guys. Thanks for watching. I was Pidget. See you next time.